If you invested in Arvocap Multi-Asset Strategy Special Fund at the beginning of this year, that is in January 2026, or you had an investment with Arvocap Multi-Asset Strategy Special Fund before the first quarter of this year, that is before March 2026, by the end of the first quarter, that is in March, your investment would have gone down by 3.9%. Then something interesting happened in April. So in April alone, the fund recorded a strong rebound of over 14% in just 1 month. And this wiped out all earlier losses and it pushed the investments back into profit. And honestly, this is one of the best real-life examples of why understanding volatility, diversification, and long-term investing is extremely important. Now, for many beginner investors, a negative return is usually where emotions usually kicks in. And in such cases, many people begin asking themselves a lot of questions. Did I make a mistake? Should I withdraw my money? Maybe this investment was too risky for me. And most people, they end up withdrawing only for the investment to make better returns as soon as they exit that market, because many people invest into funds without fully understanding how this investment actually behave during real market conditions. And most of the time we get into a fund after we see good returns, right? And that is basically how most of us look at investments. And I completely understand, because we are emotional beings. We are driven by emotions. We see good returns and we jump right in, right? So in this video, I want us to break it down. We want to look at what the Arvocap Multi-Asset Strategy Special Fund actually is, how it works, why the fund declined during the first quarter, how it recovered strongly in now April, and then the risk investors need to understand before they make the investment, because now after these 14% returns, I know most of you are going to jump right in, but you need to understand before you invest, and that is the purpose of this video. And the most important thing from this video, I want us to see the lessons that we can learn from these as investors. And as always, this video is purely for education purposes, okay? And past performance, as we have seen, does not guarantee future result. And always do your own research and your due diligence before making an investment. Understand the risk of investing, understand how the investment works before you jump right in. And that is the reason I am here to educate you. So make sure that you subscribe to this channel, because this is what we do here at Study of Wealth. So first, we start with what exactly is Arvocap Multi-Asset Strategy Special Fund. And this is a USD denominated investment, a fund managed by Arvocap Asset Managers, and it is regulated by Capital Market Authority here in Kenya. I confirmed that, and you can also confirm that in the CMA website, all right? Make sure that you confirm that before you make the investment. Now, unlike money market funds that mainly focuses on lending money to the government and also to corporates, this type of fund is designed for growth and invest across multiple asset classes globally. I want you to understand that they invest in multiple asset classes globally, and this is where the term multi-asset comes from, okay? So instead of putting all the money into one area, maybe like government bonds or equities or a certain area, this fund spreads investment across different opportunities. They can do global equities, and at the same time, they do commodities like gold and oil, fixed income instruments, ETFs, and they also have exposure to sectors like artificial intelligence, technology, and electrical mobility and such. For Arvocap Multi-Asset Strategy Special Fund, they invest in 76 assets, okay? So this is the level of diversification they usually have. So at the same time, they're investing in 76 assets, and these 75 assets, they do not have to be from the same area or from the same sector, okay? So to just simplify this, a multi-asset fund invests where opportunities to make more money are, okay? So that is how a multi-asset special fund usually works. Now, one thing I really want us to understand is that this type of investment behaves very differently from something like a money market fund or even an equity fund. So a money market fund focuses more on stability and preserving capital, but this fund focuses on growth, which comes with volatility, all right? Which means the investment can rise strongly during good times or during good periods, but it can also decline temporarily when the markets become unstable. And this is where many investors struggle emotionally, because people love the idea of high returns, but many people are not emotionally prepared for the volatility that comes with it. Now, the goal of a multi-asset strategy fund is not to completely avoid market declines. The goal of a multi-asset special fund is to try and generate stronger long-term returns by spreading investment across different opportunities, that is globally, and they can also do locally, and actively adjust the portfolio depending on how the markets are performing. Now, let us talk about what happened during the first quarter of 2026. So the fund reported negative 3.9% in the Q1 of 2026. Now, this is extremely important because this is the part of investing we don't talk about enough, okay? Now, markets do not move in a straight line or upward every time. And even diversified portfolios experience drawdowns. There will always be periods of uncertainty in the market, fear, correction, and volatility. The Q1 of 2026 was a tough one for most global markets, right? It was the onset of the Lebanon war, which started on 2nd March 2026, yes. And now, because we know that this particular fund, the Arvocap Multi-Asset Strategy Special Fund, invests in the offshore markets. So after the onset of the war, when the global markets were affected, also this fund was affected, right? Which explains the negative return. And from here, we have something we need to understand. Global crisis often creates both fear and opportunity in financial markets at the same time. Whether it was inflation fears, economic slowdowns, we also have pandemics, geopolitical tensions. On the onset, investors usually panic. Money moves quickly between sectors. Certain assets fall sharply, while others suddenly become very attractive as people are trying to get into different opportunities. And this is where actively managed multi-asset funds become very interesting. Unlike passive investments that simply follow one market, active fund managers can do their analysis and then adjust allocations depending on changing conditions and where they believe opportunities may emerge. Now, for our examples, during geopolitical conflicts, sectors like energy, commodities, defense, and industrial companies perform differently from the broader market. During things like a pandemic, sectors like healthcare, pharmaceuticals, logistics, and also technology may suddenly experience strong demand. Another example is during inflationary environments, assets like gold or oil may behave differently from traditional. Now, in such situations, for a special fund which is very flexible, they are able to reposition investments during changing market conditions, and this is one of the key characteristics of an actively managed multi-asset strategy special fund. So depending on how good the team managing the particular fund is, because now the fund is very flexible, they're going to take a hit on the onset of the crisis, then they're going to reposition themselves to make better returns in the subsequent month. All right. This also brings up an interesting question investors should think about critically or carefully, and it's something that I've been thinking about. So they usually say that most money is made during crisis. So the question is, when global crisis creates fear and volatility in the market, and then the diversified funds temporarily decline, could those periods sometimes create opportunities for long-term investors? And I know this is not a simple yes and no answer, because crisis can create both recoveries, and it can also create deeper losses. But historically, some of the strongest investment opportunities have appeared during periods when fear in the market was highest. And this is why understanding what you own is extremely important, because it also gives you or helps you understand the investment strategy. Because when you understand the investment strategy, you are less likely to panic during short-term declines, and maybe you can add into your investment. And to clarify this, I would like us to talk about what happened next after that crisis. Okay, so after the difficult first quarter, April recorded very strong rebound of approximately 14.01%. And again, it goes back to this is an actively managed fund, and they can reevaluate and reallocate their investment. They can shift the investment to areas that are making better returns. And this single month alone completely changed the picture. So the cumulative return from now January to April moved to approximately 13.3%. And think about this carefully. So for an investor who panicked during the Q1 decline and withdrew their money, would have locked in the losses and missed the rebound completely. A mistake most of us have made at one point or another in our investment journey. And this is basically because emotions usually cause us to enter and exit the market at the wrong time. And at this point, one of the most important lessons in investing is understanding that volatility works both ways. The same market movement that creates temporary decline can also create strong recovery, especially if the fund has a different strategy from, just buying and holding assets. And this is why experienced investors focus more on long-term positioning rather than reacting emotionally to short-term market. This is where long-term investors usually close their applications, or they don't look at the charts and they just wait for the markets to recover. But what this example teaches us is the importance of patience and understanding the type of investment you're entering into, because short-term volatility does not always reflect the long-term direction of an investment. Now, before investing in something like this, there are several important benefits and risk investors need to understand. So first, you need to understand diversification. So instead of relying on one company, one stock, or one sector, the investment is spread across different global opportunities. And I think I have talked about this and now you understand that. Second, as an investor, which is a very big plus, you get professional management when you invest through such a fund. And researching global markets, commodities, economic trends, and sector rotations requires time and also expertise, which is what such a fund brings in the table. And another benefit is that it exposes your fund or your investment into a USD denominated or based investment. So for some Kenyan investors, this may provide diversification away from only holding now the Kenya shillings denominated assets, or basically investing in the local market. So the fund also gives ordinary investors access to global themes and also global sectors that we don't have really have here in Kenya, because now if you want to invest, for example, in a sector like artificial intelligence, and you don't want to go directly into investing directly in the stock market, you can invest through such a fund and you're going to get exposure to such themes or such sectors. That being said, if I left this video here without speaking about risk, it will. So number one risk, which we have talked about, is that the short-term losses are possible. When you're investing in this particular fund, short-term losses are possible, and we have seen that very clearly from the first quarter returns, okay? And you have to keep in mind that things like war, inflation, interest rates, recessions, geopolitical tensions can affect performance significantly, but we have also seen the way that is mitigated, okay? Number two is the issuer risk or the manager risk. So the performance of this particular fund depends partly on the decision made by the fund manager. Okay, so good decisions can improve returns, poor decision can negatively affect the performance of the fund itself. Number three risk is the currency risk. Since the fund is USD denominated, Kenyan investors are also exposed to exchange rate movement, because now you're converting your Kenya shillings to USD and back to Kenya shillings when you want to withdraw your investments. Finally, it's the fees, and we have seen how the fees affect your investments. I know sometimes it can reduce the rate of return that you're receiving, but we have seen if the fund is doing well, then that risk is sometimes worth it, because I mean, you're not doing a lot of work to manage this fund, to identify which investments to make, and you're paying them for managing your investment, right? The other important thing that I would like to mention is you need to understand your risk tolerance before investing in such an investment. Sometimes we understand how the investment works, but because we have low risk appetite, or our risk tolerance is low, even when we know that the market is going to recover, we end up panicking and withdrawing our investment. So you need to assess your risk tolerance before investing in such a fund. If short-term volatility makes you panic emotionally, then growth-focused investment may feel very uncomfortable during market declines, and you'd rather be in an investment that is low risk. The other thing is diversification matters, and at a personal level, you also need to diversify your investment. Don't put all your investment in the same market, or in the same fund, or in the same investment. You need to diversify at a personal level to just mitigate the risk as well, because you don't want your whole investment to be taking a hit in such market conditions. Okay, so this also helps you control the emotions, and you are able now to think long term, because you have money somewhere else as well, and it helps you make decisions, or financial decision that aligns with your goal. So overall, the Arvocap Multi-Asset Strategy Special Fund gives us a very interesting real example of how diversified growth-focused investment behave during volatile periods. Okay, and we saw temporary decline during the first quarter, we saw a strong rebound in April, and most importantly, we saw why patience and understanding are extremely important when it comes to investing. If this is a fund that tickles your fancy, I'll make things easier for you and leave my link in the pinned comment. Click on it and sign up and start your investment journey from a point of information. If you found this breakdown helpful, feel free to like the video, subscribe to our channel, because this is what we talk about, and you can leave your thoughts or questions in the comment section. That is how you support my work here and motivate me to do more of such videos. And if your risk tolerance is on the lower side, I have reviewed as well. Maybe it might be what you're looking for. Here is a video for that. Make sure that you watch it. Happy investing, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.